Army shocked. BTS breaks world record in Mexico. Taehyung's stage presence becomes global spotlight. Hello Army. Welcome back to the BTS fans channel. Today, prepare yourself, because this story is not just about a concert. This is about a night that turned into global history. A night where Mexico became the center of the BTS universe. And believe me Army, what happened there was so massive, so emotional, and so unbelievable, that even people who were not BTS fans could feel the energy shaking the entire city. Because from the very beginning, this concert already felt different. Several days before BTS even arrived in Mexico, the atmosphere had already exploded. Airports became crowded with armies from all around the world. Purple outfits filled the terminals. BTS songs echoed everywhere. And thousands of fans carried army bombs proudly in their hands. Some fans traveled for more than 20 hours. Some spent months saving money. And some even cried the moment they landed in Mexico City. Because they knew they were about to witness something unforgettable. Meanwhile, around the stadium area, giant BTS banners covered the streets. Local restaurants welcomed armies with special BTS-themed menus. Street performers played BTS songs in public areas. And every corner of the city felt completely filled with purple energy. International media immediately noticed the phenomenon. Reporters from different countries arrived to cover the concert. Because rumors had already started spreading that BTS might break another world record in Mexico. And honestly, the closer the concert day came, the crazier everything became. Long lines of fans appeared outside the stadium since early morning. Some fans camped overnight. Some sang BTS songs together while waiting. Others exchanged photo cards and gifts with complete strangers. But somehow, nobody felt like strangers there. Because BTS had united everyone into one giant family. And then finally, the moment everyone had been waiting for arrived. Night slowly covered Mexico City. The stadium lights began glowing brighter. Massive giant screens turned on. And the sound of armies screaming started echoing through the entire area. From outside the venue, people could already hear the crowd chanting BTS names loudly. BTS. 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 The energy felt unbelievable. Even security staff and reporters looked shocked by how intense the atmosphere had become. And then suddenly, the lights inside the stadium went completely dark. The music stopped. The giant screens faded into black. And for a few seconds, everything became silent. But it was not an ordinary silence. It was the kind of silence filled with excitement, emotion, and pure anticipation. Because everyone knew BTS was seconds away from appearing. Then suddenly, boom! Massive fireworks exploded into the sky. The stadium instantly erupted into deafening screams. Flames shot upward from the stage. The giant LED screens lit up dramatically. And one by one, the BTS members appeared. RM walked forward first with incredible charisma. Jin followed with his calm but powerful presence. Suga looked cool and confident under the flashing lights. J-Hope exploded with energy immediately. Jimin looked unreal. Jungkook made the crowd scream endlessly. And then, Taehyung appeared. And ARMY completely lost control. The screams became so loud that even the members looked shocked. Some fans cried instantly. Others screamed in disbelief. Because Taehyung's visuals that night looked absolutely legendary. His outfit, his expression, His aura on stage. Everything felt perfect. When the music finally started, the stadium transformed into pure chaos. BTS opened the concert with explosive energy. Their choreography looked incredibly sharp. Massive lasers moved across the stadium. Fire effects exploded perfectly with the beat. And every performance felt bigger than the last. But what made the night truly unforgettable was the emotion. Because BTS looked genuinely happy to be there. RM kept smiling at the crowd. J-Hope continuously hyped up the audience. Jimin looked emotional hearing fans sing every lyric. And Jungkook laughed repeatedly in disbelief because of how loud Mexican armies were. But Taehyung became the biggest conversation of the night. Every time his face appeared on the giant screen, the stadium exploded again. At one moment, Taehyung slowly walked toward center stage while the lights dimmed around him. The camera zoomed closer, and he gave one deep stare into the lens. That single moment instantly went viral online. Fans everywhere posted reactions like, "Kim Taehyung is insane. Mexico belongs to Taehyung tonight." Even international reporters talked about him, calling him the man who hypnotized an entire stadium. But ARMY. The concert was not only about powerful performances. Because suddenly, the atmosphere became deeply emotional. After several songs, the members paused to talk with the audience. The lights softened, and BTS quietly looked at the giant purple ocean in front of them. Thousands of ARMY bombs waved beautifully together. Then RM stepped forward slowly, already looking emotional. Before saying softly, "Mexico, thank you for giving us this unforgettable night." The crowd screamed immediately. But RM continued with a trembling voice, "We can truly feel your love tonight." And suddenly, many fans inside the stadium started crying. Then the giant screens displayed special fan projects prepared by ARMY. "We love you BTS. Gracias BTS. Thank you for saving us." The entire stadium became emotional instantly. Jimin quietly wiped tears from his eyes. Jungkook smiled while lowering his head. And Taehyung stood silently for a moment, looking deeply touched. Then he slowly raised his microphone and said softly, "I think this is one of the most beautiful moments of our lives." The screams exploded again. But Taehyung continued softly, "The love from Mexican ARMY, we will never forget." Fans cried as their hands shook holding their phones. And then, the biggest surprise came. Officially, BTS had broken a world record in Mexico. The stadium erupted instantly. ARMYs screamed, hugged strangers, and cried with joy. Because they knew they were witnessing history. Confetti filled the air. Fireworks lit up the sky. RM covered his mouth in disbelief. J-Hope laughed excitedly. Jungkook looked around in shock. While Taehyung smiled softly at the ocean of armies. Online, hashtags like BTS World Record, Taehyung Viral, Mexico Loves BTS trended worldwide. Millions watched the moment. And even non-fans were amazed. But beyond the record, the most unforgettable part was the bond between BTS and ARMY. As the final songs played, purple confetti floated gently, and the members stood together, emotional. Then Taehyung stepped forward and said, "Mexico, we love you." The stadium exploded with tears and cheers. Because everyone knew, this was more than a concert. It was history. A night that proved once again, BTS is bigger than language, bigger than borders. Because wherever they go, they create moments the world will never forget.